Welcome to another episode. Let's talk about it. Squeeze.
Big Chuck.
EJ.
Today we're going to talk about which young player, young superstars, is going to make their first All-NBA team. Now, we got some players that haven't made one yet. Young, rising guys that we're like, you look, they going to be next to either control the league or win MVP. What you got? You got Trey.
Mm-hmm.
You got LaMelo. You got Tatum. You got Donovan Mitchell.
You got Morant.
You got Morant. You got a lot of names that haven't made a first team yet. Dude, what do y'all think? Who y'all think gonna get there first?
I'm gonna go with
All these young stars.
I'm gonna go with Tatum. I think.
Tatum?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, I think I'm gonna go with Tatum. He got the offensive game.
What position he
And
played? They got listed as small forward or shooting guard.
Small forward.
So I don't know. He been getting outplayed by Jaylen Brown a lot.
Jaylen Brown.
This year.
Jaylen Brown been my boy for a couple
Yeah,
years.
but Tatum been holding it down for him. For
Oh
the
yeah,
past
while he was
few-
injured. Yeah.
For the past few years.
I don't know.
Pieces in the playoff.
Yeah.
50 pieces.
Yep.
Yeah.
I don't like his defense. He don't show me nothing on defense yet.
Yeah.
But who's his competition as far as that small forward?
That's what I was trying to figure out.
Right.
Backcourt spot. I mean, as far as
In the East?
in the East, like who's really his competition? I mean, that
Nobody really.
Nobody.
we can't say nobody, and then we.
Yeah, I'm just listed as a power forward, right? You listed as power forward, small forward.
KD's a small forward.
Oh yeah, KD's over there. So then that torpedoes that right now. Unless KD has
That's really.
Unless KD has an injury year, that torpedoes that right now.
KD's 33, so we say his basketball
5
maybe
years.
might be 38. I think you think one of those other players might make it before the next 5 years.
Who else is listed in Tatum's way as far as
That's
that
what I'm
position?
saying. I mean,
just KD,
I
right?
don't see Middleton getting there.
No.
I think Middleton might stop me. I mean, Middleton's on one of the best teams in the East.
Yeah, but I don't think
averaging 20-something a game.
I think he's made a second. Didn't he make a second NBA team already?
Who?
First, Middleton.
Middleton,
Yeah, I think he made a second. He made a second team.
Probably.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I don't see him making a first.
I don't see
I'm
him
saying making first. So I'm trying to think of all the players that might be in, his way.
Gordon Hayward for Charlotte. No.
Nah, he
Nobody on Atlanta. Nobody in Sixers.
Nope.
Chicago.
Butler?
Jimmy, but Jimmy, he's listed as
two guard.
Two.
Yeah,
Well, remember they don't do
it
it by position anymore. They do front court.
Yeah, front court.
Oh, they do front court,
yeah,
back court.
yeah.
But then he's still back court if they got him at a two.
Well,
That's the problem.
Actually, no. I'm thinking. Is that how they do it?
Yeah, center, front court, back. But that's the way to do it in an All-Star game.
No, I think they just picked the top five now.
Yeah, I think
they
Yeah.
just picked the
I
top
think it's
five.
be fire because I think it's the All-Star game where they do front court to back
Yeah.
court.
Yeah, so
That's the All-Star.
nah.
Well, who you got? As far as like who
Who
you
you
think
think?
might like it ain't an easy one because you got to really foresee
Yeah.
what the league on maybe be into.
Remember, it's who might make it first.
And
It don't
we
have
forgot-
to be this year.
Oh, we forgot about Zion.
You know what I
We
mean?
forgot about Zion.
He always hurt. He always
Yeah,
hurt.
he getting
That's
hurt.
all I'm worried about.
Yeah, I'm just saying he's still a young part of this young core that ain't made one yet.
Yeah, Zion is looking like a slight disappointment right now. Plus, he even gained weight, so I'm not sure. But out of this list of who didn't make it, I could see possibly Trey Young sneaking his way in there because he's been a little consistent lately with his performance with Atlanta, carrying them to the playoffs, deep in the playoffs. Nobody was expecting them to go as far as they did and beat the Sixers like that. So I could see him, and I could see him possibly
Trying to
being
trigger
one
me.
of the first
Trying to trigger me.
making a difference. Trying to trigger me. But look, aside from him, Donovan Mitchell, he's been he's basically. I don't consider him a superstar quite yet, but he's definitely pretty much there. Like what he did last season, leading the Jazz that first place spot.
Right.
I really thought they was going to go further, but the injuries happened.
Right.
With what's the name? Kind of disrupted chemistry, but I could see the boy has heart. Shaq made him real.
Yeah,
Like,
Y'all feel like he can grab that? Y'all feel like he can grab one of those spots though in the West?
Who's
That's what I'm saying. You got Steph,
He's a two. He's a two
Somebody
guard.
gotta-
He's listed as
Luka.
two guard.
Luka,
Yeah, two
He's
Steph.
a two guard. You listen to two guard. All you listen to is point guard. Steph and Clay and Luka to me is the
They
price
just
of the point
just
guard.
hitting guards.
Yeah,
They're taking
they
this
just
top
taking
five.
Yeah,
top
they
eight
just
guards.
guards.
Oh,
It's
it's
a top
just-
Yeah,
five.
the top five.
Yeah,
They'll put a power.
Let me
forward
list
in
the competition.
Yeah.
He's not going to beat out.
He's not beating out Steph.
He's not beating out.
Luka.
Not even
What's
that. The way Westbrook all it plays, with Kawhi on there, Paul George. Paul George would count as a two guard. He's a two guard right now.
Yeah, he's another one.
He's not going to beat Paul George
No,
with
actually-
the responsibility he has, and Paul George still kind of young.
I
He's like 30, 31.
As of right now, I'll put him. No. I'll say if he continues to ascend, he'll beat Paul George.
He'll beat Paul George. I think so.
Yeah, if he
Well, I
continues.
think Paul George.
Eventually.
Paul George is in like MVP conversations. Like his name could be in there, like based off of what he's done. He's been in there before. Mitchell hasn't even sniffed. Like he's not really sniffing that MVP type
Well,
of
there
level.
was some
No, there was some
discussions
discussion
last
Yeah, then they
year.
kind of died away. Then they got
Paul was actually in.
Then they got to win.
Paul
away.
was actually in.
You would
the
think for
discussion.
somebody on the best team in the league with the best record, it would be a little bit higher.
There should be. I
for
think that's
when he
unfair.
was like.
Oh,
Yeah,
and
that was
we,
unfair.
Like Jokic was a 4th seed and Jokic was higher, and B got hurt most of the year. He still was kind of
Book
listed
ain't
higher.
never make one either, right?
Steph didn't even
No.
make the playoffs, and Steph was higher.
Yeah.
So you got to think
And
what they
CP
looking at, you
and
know.
CP was higher as well.
I guess
Yeah.
it's the impact too, of how you
Yeah.
carrying your team.
Yeah.
So.
I mean, that's the fight he got to have because my pick would have been him or Ja
They're
Morant.
so well balanced, man.
Right, but
That
when you
Utah
look at the
team
West-
suffers from that.
Right,
Like,
I would have
that's
picked
true.
him or Ja Morant, but like you said, when you look at the landscape of what they got to
Yeah.
go against right now, even with Dame over there.
You got Devin Booker.
Booker, right.
Is he gonna make it over Devin?
Yeah.
Right, you got Book, you got Book over there. Like it's a
He's also on our list.
he's a consistent level of
Yeah.
competition is over there.
Yeah.
So that what makes it hard for the West. But eye test wise and for our skill set, as far as the player who to me would have a strong candidacy, yeah, I will go with either John Morant or Donovan Mitchell. Now, if you're just going by the conference in the East, then yeah, Trey Young might have a better shot doing it. Tatum, for me, like I just said, he just didn't show defense yet. Like I need to see defense from me to even consider him putting him on first All NBA team. Like,
You gotta think about y'all forgetting all the. He took his team to the Eastern Conference Finals. Y'all forgetting all the stuff that he has already done.
I'm
But
not.
they've been digressing. Like, it
Right,
kinda-
Yeah, but his game,
And then I'm
it hasn't really been his game. It's been the team as a whole.
Expectations. They
Right,
been
yeah,
expected
yeah,
to
that's
be
all.
to
It
win
hasn't just.
championship.
Well, I think
Not
that's
him.
Or-
His
well,
shot
because
selection gotta get
you have
better.
2 players. The East, we still think the East is kind of a weak conference
Right
besides
now.
2 teams, right?
Right, yeah, right
2
now.
teams.
Right.
So you got a team in Boston that has 2 borderline
Superstars.
superstars.
Could be a 1-2 team.
Y'all should be going further than what y'all do. Like at this point, y'all been together for so long. Like they so young, but they've been together for a minute. Like
Right.
Tatum's been in the league for a little bit now, so
They're underachieving.
they've been underachieving, right? You know, even if they plug in, you know, point guards who aren't elite, but point guards that you should be able to hump. They had Kemba, like that should at least give you a look. You should be at least a little bit further than
Right.
you know what you were, like
Right.
you know. So I think people look at that like, how's that team?
That's what I'm looking. That's I'm looking like.
What about Westbrook? Has he made one yet? Alonzo.
Lonzo
Ball?
Ball?
No.
Nah, he's not even in the
Maybe
star
third.
range. Yeah, he's not
Maybe
even.
third all.
Third.
Oh, here's a kicker. We forgot. Did
Oh,
Zach
no.
make one yet?
Who?
Levine.
Nah, I don't think Zach.
Maybe
Zach
third.
ain't, like,
And
he
I don't
never
think
made
DeRozan
first.
made one because now DeRozan's over
Well,
there.
DeRozan
He
got
ain't
old.
young.
Yeah,
He ain't young.
yeah. So
Yeah,
But Zach Levine didn't make one yet
nah.
neither.
Yeah, Zach can't make one either. So you know, how these young players, like you know, it could go either way as far as who you think gonna make it. I'm actually switch. I'm gonna go with Devin Booker because if you talking about,
Over everybody in the West?
I'm going with Devin Booker because his numbers are going to show it. You know, a lot of times when you look at the All NBA teams, it's gonna come down to numbers. I could see
They
him
just
averaging
they only look
28.
at one then.
I could see him averaging 28 and 29 for a season, and the Phoenix being top 4. I could see that. I can see that.
I can't disagree with you.
I can see that. Like it's
I'm
not,
looking at the
and he does it in a way where you know he dropped 40.
Oh yeah,
It's not a quiet 40.
Right, his
Yeah.
You're like
affects the
Devin
game.
Booker is going
Right.
off.
Right,
Like,
right,
affects the
right.
game.
Like-
right.
and I think with Chris Paul there, everything else going to develop. His passing is going to develop. I can see him getting 5, 6.
Well, you saw what he did the game Chris Paul was out. He got a triple double.
Right. I think his shot selection will get better. I think he will understand the game more because Chris Paul is on his way out. So and then he has Monty Williams as the coach. Like his game is only going to get better as far as like understanding.
He
Because
gotta get better up here.
yeah, he only missing IQ if you ask me.
Right,
so
right.
I'm looking at the landscape of the league, and then when you look at the West, I think a lot of people are going to fall out of favor with certain names as time goes on. So like, I think Dame might fall out of favor as time goes on.
And Paul.
Paul. I think certain names as time goes on, they'll fall out of favor as getting a hierarchy in some of those spots. And some of these younger guys that are doing more, or ascend past them.
Right.
I can see Booker being it. They were already trying to do it, last year with his ascension. Oh no, my fault. The bubble year
Yeah,
when they went 8-0, they were already start talking about Booker. And then you go to the finals the next year, like that's only gonna keep going. Like, and then every time you not to saying they're using it as a promo, but like when you see the NBA talk about Booker, who they always talk about next to him? No, Kobe.
Nobody.
Oh,
Which I
So,
was just disrespectful.
You say it long enough, it's going to start to click.
I love
you
the-
say it.
I think
You say it long enough.
I know what you mean. Like fanfare is gonna start to
You
click
seen
with
the commercial,
fans, right? Yeah.
They had a commercial. NBA did a commercial.
Yeah, I know, but
and they had him looking at a Kobe memorial.
Yeah.
Like You gonna keep saying the names?
They're pushing
Yeah,
that
you gonna keep-
narrative.
they
for
pushing
real.
it.
That was recent.
Yeah,
it's like
they just did it.
NBA
They just did it for
for
75 years. You know what I'm saying?
for
They
75
killing
years.
the
You know,
narrative.
somebody put that out there in the media.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
then they ran with that.
Yeah.
Well, he did it. He personally did it.
No.
No, Stephen A. did it like
Stephen A.
last
did
year.
it.
Yeah,
He
Stephen
said he
A.
was the next
Stephen A.
Kobe.
made
No,
that
Stephen A.
take.
said he was next Kobe. What I mean is what caused that is when Kobe
Yeah.
passed, Book will always wear "Be Great" on his shoes, and he said he got that from Kobe. That's what Kobe told him to do. He said ever since that conversation with Kobe, he said that's been his motto.
Yeah,
So-
narratives get pushed.
Right. So what happened was
Yeah.
Stephen A. got a hold of that. He ran with it. So now this whole narrative is talking about like he Kobe like.
Remember the Chris Paul narrative? They saying if he win, he's top 3-point guard all time. That he lost, that thing died quick.
Yep.
That thing died quick. That thing died.
Top five.
But even that died. You won't even hear Chris Paul point guard all time. That conversation.
Well,
over.
now
We done that.
Stephen A. brought that back up again a couple episodes
Yeah,
ago.
it's just not a talking
He
point
said,
anymore. It's
right,
like,
he's
it's
still
like
considered top five, but
Yeah.
don't trick me. Don't trick me.
So I can see him get it. I mean, if you think anybody else, I would say Trae Young. Just and
Yeah.
that's based off of lack of competition.
Competition, right? That's how I look at the
Like
East.
you look at the
that
East point
competition.
guards, they got Dinwiddie. Like
Well, if
Look,
Kyrie,
and Kyrie's not
if
playing,
Kyrie
so
gets
that
off
was
his
the
right
spot.
when
Yeah,
Kyrie
Kyrie's
come
out
back,
there.
when Kyrie come back,
Ben ain't
he gonna
playing
take that
right
now.
spot.
Right,
Yeah,
Kyrie
Ben out the
ain't
way,
playing,
right? Ben out the
yeah.
way.
I don't think LaMelo's numbers will average up right now.
He's
right
coming.
now.
He's coming.
Yeah.
But I don't know if he's going to be a 18, 12, and 7 guy, or is he going to be a 25, 9, and 6 guy. Like, I don't know where his mentality is. Is he going to do it every night, or he duty cares about, like, at some point,
He can give me
He
that.
almost averaged.
like, is he a killer, or is he just like he just playing ball, having fun? Like,
Well,
is he a killer?
that's
You see a killer in
scary.
him?
But that's the scary part of
I'm saying, do you
That's
see
the
killer
scary
in
part.
him?
No, to me,
Yeah.
that's the scary part with him is the fact that he's playing ball and having fun, and he's doing that,
Yeah.
having fun just playing ball.
Yeah,
Another thing is, will Charlotte record reflect of?
that's what.
I think he
that's
can-
what has to change.
I think that's what's going to affect
Yeah.
his
Yeah.
legacy and who he is. He changes the projection of
Mhm.
Charlotte,
Yeah.
how the team is looked at
Bring him
because
to
of
the spotlight.
right because of how he's playing.
Yeah.
That's going to propel him into a whole
Yeah.
different level.
Look what he's doing now. He's already got Mikal Bridges dropping crazy
Yeah,
numbers.
Like
yes.
26
30.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. That's what I'm saying. He's coming.
Like, yeah.
Right, he's coming. He's coming fast.
I never
I
saw
see-
that.
Right.
I never saw that.
I thought he was just an alley-oop guy.
guy,
Like,
yeah.
I don't know. This dude, he's balling now.
Nah, he turned me into a fan. Like
Right,
we're just
yeah.
watching. I'm like,
Yes,
you can,
yes.
ball bit. So that's what I'm saying. When you're looking at the landscape of the league, like even, I mean, I don't see him on his trajectory, but he's a young player who is averaging like 20 something a game. You still got Tyler Hero, like somebody who
Yeah.
with better opportunity can show you more. Like you
Tyler
got-
only can show me he's a
but
killer shooter.
you looking into the future though, right? So if he's doing 20 something a game, he can dribble, can handle, he might be in a better situation where now he's controlling. Like, I think he'd be
But-
perfect for the Sixers.
Tyler.
He would be perfect.
See, the
for
only
somebody
issue
like-
with Tyler is the fact that he had that breakout year. The year they
Yeah.
went with the
First
bubble.
year.
The bubble.
The bubble, and they went to the
Right.
finals. And you thought the next year he was going to
Right, he
carry
fell
it.
off.
But he
Yeah.
needed that. He
Right.
needed that though. That's what got him back in the gym.
Right.
And now he's focused now.
Well
and
said.
now he averaging 20 something.
He got to give me that consistently.
He got slack. He caught a lot of slack for having that fall off.
Yeah,
Yeah.
That's sophomore
That's-
slump.
That's why I said I gotta
Yeah.
see. I gotta see it on a consistent level. I'm glad he's back.
Yeah.
But I gotta see him carry that forward.
Anybody else y'all going to? I mean, we already kind of. What about Ja?
Morant, I said John Morant. I said you did him with
Yeah, what's he
Mitchell,
called?
but I
First
said
team?
the Kemp.
Bam.
Nah, Bam and Mickey.
So Bam.
Second team. He made
He's a
second
center.
team.
He got a better chance.
He actually got a better
chance.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Bam's actually a good point. Bam's actually, if you've been paying attention on this year, he's been.
he been balling this
Yeah.
year. Bam been balling
If
this year.
Jimmy wasn't having such a great year, that'd be like,
Yeah, they be
I feel
talking
like
about
the
Bam
hype
is-
for him has died down though. I haven't
Who?
heard a lot about Bam. I feel
No,
like the
Bam
hype-
is
the hype-
ball-
He balling.
But I'm saying-
Jimmy been balling.
No,
That's
because
why
the Heat,
Tyler-
right? And then
as a
with the Heat,
team.
right? Then with the
The
Heat
team,
got
yeah.
around him, like with the Heat got around him on their squad.
It's
You know,
scary.
yeah, PJ Tucker. They always
It's
talk about
scary.
how Kyle
Also, I
Lowry
read-
changed the team.
Besides Bam averaging 20 something a game, I also read that he's top 3 or number 1 in defensive win shares.
Yep.
So he's playing the best defense out of
And
anybody in his position right
And-
now. So you got
and you
Yeah.
watch what he's been
And no
doing
competition,
this
like,
year,
who-
what he added to his
well,
game.
Joel.
He
Yeah, Joel always
like
takes his
he
spot,
can
yeah.
step like from he's gotten consistently where now you can leave him open. He can hit it like a 15, 20
Giannis,
footer.
so
now.
he got-
Giannis.
So he done proved his game. So
Yeah, but you think
know.
he won't ever make one over Joel and Giannis? Because that's kind of his competition though, for the first
Well,
team.
with Joel,
Joel might miss 3 months. So,
and Joel got an injury, and then
That's what I'm saying. He might
You
miss
gotta
3
check.
months.
Bam is considered a center. So the only person he got to deal with is Joel.
Yeah.
Giannis is in that
He's
back
slash.
right
He's center
side.
slash
They'll
forward.
put him. They can put.
Because
Giannis
Bam, they
at
go-
center.
they-
He's playing
Bam-
center this year.
Giannis
Giannis
can
playing
get the
center
forward
this year.
spot. So like now you gotta factor in both because if they get one,
If that's
Jordan,
if that's the landscape, then yeah. You know what?
you're gonna have trouble.
I feel like they need to
I
get
feel like it's somebody else. That,
I-
oh, Julius
it's
Randle.
Randle, right.
You still got to think about Randle.
yeah, Julius
So you
Randle.
think he's gonna make the first team?
No, but his numbers are always like,
consistent.
Yeah.
and it stops in regular season. Playoffs, it's
Yeah,
not the
playoffs
same
is
guy.
different. We gotta see
But
different-
regular,
something different.
regular season, he's 26-7. Like I mean, that's
Well, he's
gonna
got the green light. He on the Knicks.
yeah.
He
So
on the Knicks.
we miss anybody else on
But
that
that-
on that East that does a center?
And center ace. Yeah.
Center wise, no.
Center-wise,
Center
no.
wise, no. Brooke, no, I ain't worried
That's
about
right.
him. Bam is cool. Chicago ain't got nobody. Vucevic ain't doing it.
Well, Vucevic.
Nah, he ain't doing it. No time soon. He good. He consistent, but he not doing
consistent
it.
20 and
But
10.
he ain't
Yeah,
getting no
yeah.
first.
He ain't getting no first NBA team. He'll get a second or third, but I don't see him getting the first anytime soon. He have to have a breakout year to even be considered for
He
that.
had to drop with like 30.
I think he did get it one time, a third.
Yeah, I'm saying he
Yeah.
get a second or third, but I'll never see him getting the first
I really
NBA
gotta
team.
look this up because
Some
I
players
just feel like
slept
it's,
on though, man. He's solid and consistent.
Oh yeah, I love Vucevic. I said that back
Yeah.
in Atlanta. I
He
didn't want
had
the
him.
Sixers. I know I didn't want the Sixers to
No,
trade
we
him.
had him.
Yeah, I didn't
Yeah.
want the Sixers to trade when we
Doug
had him.
Collins, man, from the Doug.
Because I used to watch. I was watching him in Orlando. I was like,
Doug
yo,
got
I
really
like
He
good.
used to ball with us off the bench.
Right. I didn't want to get rid of him, but they
He's
did it.
balling,
yeah, you got Clint Capella, Miles Turner.
Nah, he ain't getting that. Miles ain't
Mo
making
Bamba
it.
has been
No.
playing pretty good.
Nobody well, did West McCall make it?
Go.
Who?
Bull, Indiana, forward center.
Miles
Sabonis.
Turner.
Sabonis.
No, that's
Sabonis?
yeah, that's another,
That's another
person
one
who
you
made
got to
away.
deal with. Yeah,
Yeah,
somebody else
Sabonis.
you got to deal with.
Yeah, so you got Sabonis, like yeah, that's gonna be pretty tough. And they got KD as like a forward, so if you competing with KD still,
It's
still
a wrap.
like,
I'm saying right now
Yeah.
that position is a
Yeah.
wrap. Right, as long as
One
he's
spot,
right,
one spot
right,
is
it's
a
a
wrap.
wrap, right.
Yeah.
And right now that spot is a wrap. And hold up, we disrespecting with Trey, even though he ain't been balling this year because they've been complaining about the rules. James is still over in these. Harden.
He's sliding.
Yeah.
Right, so technically, right, if he
Yeah.
get his
That's
position might be
garbage.
like right. That's
Yeah.
a garbage. That position might still be locked.
Anybody for De'Aaron Fox?
Nah.
Everybody knows.
Who's been balling? Even though the West is high, Edwards, man.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Anthony Edwards,
yeah,
yeah,
Anthony
man.
Edwards, yeah,
Yeah.
from Minnesota.
He's a
yeah.
killer. He's a killer. on the
Yes,
court.
he's a killer.
He's been balling.
for
He
sure.
been balling
He
too.
gonna be a victim of Minnesota
Yeah.
record though. You know, it's just you know they
Certain
missing
markets.
one piece.
Certain
One
markets.
piece.
Yeah, we didn't think about what's the name,
Who?
Kate Carter Anthony Towns either. We ain't-
Nah.
Yeah, Towns, like cause Minnesota exactly.
Minnesota, it's the market.
Minnesota, yeah,
Yeah.
the market. So
But he had ball. It's
He
not,
ain't young no more, though.
right. No, it's not even just that.
he
With
actually
me,
got a better chance to win the West.
right? But no. But with Carl Anthony Towns, the reason why I say we don't mention him no more is because when he was making that buzz, he felt like he faded
Yeah,
out.
yeah. When everybody was on him.
Right, he faded out.
Always everybody,
Right, he faded
yeah.
out. So now we're looking like, dude, you gotta get that buzz back now. Like you gotta make us look at Minnesota again.
He also got to compete against Jokic,
Yeah, and
Gobert,
Jokic ain't going nowhere.
Anthony Davis.
Yeah, he's not
You
going
ain't making
nowhere.
it.
Yeah, you ain't going nowhere no time soon.
You ain't making it. Ain't no
They gotta
time
get
soon.
traded to the East for that. To
So-
happen.
So,
So that's where we stand on young players, man. Who you think will make their first All NBA team? They get some good lists. I mean, like I said, it's going to depend on the future, how the teams
Injuries,
project,
right? If anybody get traded,
who
the
team
landscape
up with
trade-
who, but
right? Let the landscape change.
It changes, but
Yeah, that's tough.
nah, that's a tough one.
That's
I, you know, it's no unanimous answer there. If y'all like the content, subscribe to the channel, hit the like button, it really help us out. It's another episode. Let's talk about.